traffic issue yesterday, I think.
Good morning and welcome to Lower Body Tuesday. Okay, but we're back and we're working. So let's make a start this morning on getting ourselves warmed up. Do you want to find yourself a space? Yeah, so thank you for that late notice about not doing yesterday. Well, these things happen. Oh. Yeah, and some side jumps, some jumping jacks, get those great big joints moving. Get that synovial fluid flowing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to actually share the screen. Oh dear. There we are. Fantastic. Okay. Right. So today we're going to do 5 exercises, specifically trying to target more of our legs, so quads, our glutes, our hamstrings, but we're going to also use a lot of our core as well. So we're going to be remembering to keep that tense and working with us. So the first one we're going to do is some squats. So I'm quite happy to do these. Start body weight. You can add some weight as well to it. The quads, drive ourselves up. We're almost like pushing around to get to the top, stop with our glutes. Just go down, squeeze, and get to the top. All the way up. The next one we're going to do from there are some lunges. So we're going to do some reverse lunges. So going backwards. So again, find the 2 markers you've got on the ground. So as you go backwards, go to the same depth, same length each time, same depth, and back to normal. All the way down. As you're driving yourself back up, remember it's the front leg that's doing the work. We want to feel that squeeze in your quad as you kind of bring yourself back into position. So if you look at that from the side, what we're doing is stepping backwards, all the way down. Really squeeze that front leg, that front quad, to bring yourself back into position, and then repeat again on the other side. From there, we're going to move it into some step ups. So again, straight up, squeezing your quads again. When you get to the top, squeeze your glutes to stop. All the way up, and all the way back down. After we've done those, I'm going to go to the ground. I'm going to do some glute bridges. So bring our feet as close as we can to our bottom. I'm going to raise our hips by squeezing our glutes all the way up and then all the way back down. Really feel that squeeze and return back to normal. From there, we're going to roll over onto our fronts and we're going to do some leg curls. For this, I want us to concentrate on squeezing our hamstrings and bringing our heels as close to our bottoms as we can before slowly lowering our feet back down. What you might find helps is as you bring your heels towards your bottom, pull your toes towards your knees, and as you push your legs back out, push your toes out as well so they end up pointing. And really squeeze your hamstring as you bring it all the way up to the top. Okay, any questions?
What's that last part? Put the toes where? I was putting my shoes on, didn't I?
Okay, no worries. So Bob back down.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I asked the question for. So as you bring your feet up, try and pull your toes towards your knees.
Oh, okay. So like flex the. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then at the same time, squeeze your hamstring. And as you lower your feet down, just point your toes out So they're going the opposite direction. You almost feel like you're squeezing your calves. And then you'll stretch your hamstrings out as well. And
Okay.
back up again. And then again, bring your toes towards your knees. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just say a little reminder before we start the first set, the first one.
I will do. Right, so let's start our first set. We're going to go for 10, 12, and 15 reps for 3 sets. Starting with our first rep of 10 squats. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, from there into reverse lunges. Again, find the markers on the ground so you can keep the length the same and the depth the same. Really squeeze that front quad. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, and from there into step ups. We'll start these in, well, again, really squeeze the quads, feel like you're driving the step away as we're going through this. When we get to the top, squeeze your glutes. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10. Okay. And from there back to the ground. As we'll start our glute bridges. So feet close to our bottoms. Really feel the squeeze in your glutes to raise your hips. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from there, rolling over onto our fronts, we'll go for some leg curls. Remembering to our hamstrings and to point our toes towards our knees as we bring in some squeeze our hamstrings. And stretch our hamstrings out, point our toes out. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Have a break, grab a drink. I'll set the timer. So you said you've managed to find a little bit of work-life balance now, which is good. So did you get to do ultimate frisbee at the weekend?
I did. I did. Yeah. I got a game. I didn't push it as hard as I have been, not waking up as much in the middle of the night and staying up all night, clawing back.
You mentioned finding that like hour before going to bed to relax a bit. Is that working?
And it's all over the map really, but it's just somehow it's equilibrized or a little bit equalized,
Yeah.
such that it's not constant.
Excellent. Well, again, it's just keep accepting those small changes and challenge yourself. Just find that time to relax, time to create, and do all the things that we need to get done. And you still find the to-do list.
I'm not quite there yet, and it's a very, very intense, stressful time. But at least I'm going to bed not thinking, oh wait, I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, right. Well, let's make a start on set number 2.
Great.
Again, if you want to add some weight or increase the weight, you can do on this one. We'll go into our squats. Feet just over shoulder width apart, as before. Really concentrate on the tempo of this as well. See if you can try and get it slower on the way down, so you're really stretching those quads, and then really explode and power on the way up. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and from there into reverse squats. Again, you can do this with a weight if you wish. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay. Now to step ups. Again, really feel that squeeze. And really commit when you get to the top to stopping by squeezing your glutes. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay. Right, from there, down to the ground. Back into our glute bridges. Again, if you'd like to use a weight, you can do. Just position it over the top of your hips. I'm going to start these 12 of them in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm going to pop the weights down, roll them onto our front. I'm going to go for 12 lying leg curls. Really squeeze those hamstrings. Focus on those hamstrings. Every single thing in your mind should be about those hamstring fibers. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, right. Let's go have a break, have a drink. Ooh, must remember to put the timer on.
So I don't know if I told you, but I went to my kinesiotherapist last week.
Right.
And he identified it wasn't the meaty part of the hamstring that had the issue. It was that I think it's I guess it's the IT band, but that kind of like connector right on the side.
Yeah.
Long string bit, and he actually pressed on it, and he had the 1 point. I'm gonna go to him for a few weeks, I think, just to sort of massage the muscle, because he said that he'll make little micro tears with the machine and stuff to make it heal. Felt better right away, but then I was sore for 4 days after. This kind of like do exercise on its but it's in a sense it's more like bicycling, where you're kind of just doing resistance like this with your legs.
Cool.
So it's good, but it's a focus on legs. But I don't do that today during leg day. Other days, alternate.
Good plan. Definitely do during leg day. I'm also guessing if it's the IT band that's kind of going around your legs, you probably want to do a lot more stretching as well. So things like side lunges might be a good one as well. So that you're stretching out all the way down the side down here as you're kind of feeling that going. But again, just the best thing about working with people like physios or other kind of professionals, that kind of area, is they know exactly how to make that work and how to manipulate it. So if he's saying the rowing motion works, do that. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, I'll show you at the end of the session, because I know to want to do a big break, but I'll show you one thing he showed me, which is sort of like a seated Bulgarian squat, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Where you're lying down and then you're kind of going up and back and forth. But squats have always been lunges have always been my sort of, I guess, Achilles heel, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. I think for a lot of people, the lunges are definitely not one of the favourites, but it is such a fantastic exercise for being able to work the muscles, etc. Can't always keep them out. Speaking of which, it's about time to do set number 3. And again, if you want to increase the weight, you can do. We're going to start with squats again. So going with feet just slightly wider than shoulder width. On this one, zone in on that feeling in the quads. Really feel them as they're squeezing. See if you can fire some more fibers and really get that absolute squeeze going as you get towards the top of the movement, and then stop yourself with your glutes. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And from there, moving on into reverse lunges. Again, keeping that distance the same, keeping that height the same, and that might get a little bit harder on this set. Let's go all the way through to 15 reps. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Okay. From there, into our step ups. Same again, really squeeze those quads, zone in on those quads, really feel them. Feel every single fibre as you're trying to squeeze the maximum out of them. Almost feel like you're trying to push your foot through your step. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Okay. Down to the ground. Feet towards your bottom. And again, if you want to use some weight, you can do as we go into glute bridges. We're now, rather than on our glutes, we're going to concentrate on our, on our quads. We're going to concentrate on our glutes. Feel them squeeze as we move our hips into the air. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 12, 14, 15. Okay. I'm now going to roll over and interline leg curls. Again, if you would like, you can always put a weight between your feet, add a little bit more resistance. But don't do that if it's going to sacrifice that feeling with your hamstrings. It's all about that feeling. I'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Grab yourself a drink. And that is the end of another lower body session. Oh. So I hope that was okay, Jason. You got a good feeling over those quads and those hamstrings. Be good to have a look at this this exercise you've been given.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just quite sweaty now. It got hot all of a sudden. Good.
Yeah.
I also just I liked, let's see, the hamstring one we do. I like pointing the toe.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like, well, I'll show you another one too in a second, but you know, pointing that toe flexes it that much more. I've never really got much out of the hamstring stretch. And then I realized the reverse lunges. I actually had a question because for me it's the balance between the distance you do of the lunge and how you're down, right?
Yeah.
There's that weird push, give and take between those two things. You go too far, you can't get the knee down, you don't get the form right, right? Well, wearing shoes helps for balance.
Yeah.
But I kind of did midway. I didn't do my longest lunge, but I focused a little bit on getting the knee just that a little bit further down and comfortable than, you know, to stretch it. So that was a good happy medium for me. The two things that I do, well, he told me 3 things, but I have an additional thing. The additional thing is this, which made me think of it. Almost like the other thing for hamstrings. You cross over, you start putting you have to put your shoulders down and just stretch it like this, and you can, or it only has to stretch this, but if I open up a little bit there, or actually the other way, it starts getting more on the edge.
Yep.
And I made me think of that because they said to put your toe towards your head.
Yeah.
You know, like flex. Right? So it's hard to see when I'm showing. I'm not professional showing. But the thing that
I can see, yeah, it works. Yeah.
The thing that he said to do with this, which is more, it reminded me of the Bulgarian split squat.
I'm intrigued with this one, yeah.
What?
I'm intrigued about this one. Seated Bulgarians, yeah.
Well, it's sort of like you start with like a glute bridge almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do this.
Yep.
And stick out one leg.
Yep.
So you're actually working the left hamstring.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yes, it's like the single leg glute bridges we've done before in the past. But
Yeah.
The single leg glute bridges. So when we've done those in the past, yeah.
Right.
But interesting having the band there. So yeah, cool. What was the third one he said?
He said also to, let's see, what's the fifth? There's 3 things. There's that one. There's remember the second one. What was the hell was it? I'm not remembering, but the third one, which I'd like to request, something similar, because I complain a little bit when I'm doing lunges and such about balance.
Mm-hmm.
Even just to do forward bend. I don't know if you can see. All right, you just take one weight.
Yep.
Can't do it that well. You got the leg all the way down, all the way down. You're working this leg, but it's also the balance. You're supposed to do a bunch of, like, only do one at this point.
Yeah.
You see, am I showing you right?
No, I got it. Yep. Yeah.
It's super hard for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it's one of those things where the more you do it, the easier it will actually become. Yeah.
Well, and I think that balance aspect will help a lot of the rest of the leg workout and ultimate and everything.
Yeah.
Just using core
absolutely.
too. I don't know. Maybe we could add that like as a little post-workout challenge thing. I don't know. Once in a while.
Once in a while, I think, yeah.
Or I'll do it.
Idea.
Or I'll do it after. It's fine.
Cool. Right. So in the meantime, have an absolutely super week ahead, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for core.
Thanks, Martin. Take care.
All right, buddy. Bye for now.
Cheers.